it's crazy to me that literally you go from elementary where all you guys are friends. You know what I mean? Like you guys all like play on the playground together. You guys all run around with each other. You guys are in the same classes and stuff like that. You guys talk about the same thing of what happened, where's the teacher at, and stuff like that. You guys just form that bond or whatever, and then you guys hit fifth grade and you're like, oh. It's a little too high. Hold up. Oh, oh, no. Wait. Oh, there we go. Welcome back to the K.M.B show. You already know this is K.M.B with Real Talk with K.M.B. Today we're going to talk about types of friends, because this is the last segment of friends, guys, of friendship. You know, man, this was a lot of weeks to talk about friendships. It's crazy how many friendships you had in your whole past, your whole childhood. And you know what's even crazier? That later on in life you're gonna have even more. Again, you're gonna have neighbor friends. You're gonna have athlete friends, like team member friends, school friends, especially church friends, work friends. I think I might have said that. I forgot, but it's just crazy how life works. Sometimes those friends can be your, like, say your school friends can be your outside of school friends and they become your best friends, or it's weird too, they can just stay your school friends. It's crazy being out of high school for like 4 years now. How many people I don't even talk to that I used to. Like I used to kind of be a class clown or whatever, and so I did make a few friends back in class. And it's crazy to think about that. I don't even talk to those people that I used to joke around with, and it's weird to think about. Like, and again, no beef, no arguing whatsoever. It's just you just distance yourself. And like I said, especially out of high school is where you truly do find your real friends. You find out who your real friends were out of school. Like I said, work friends too. It's so weird that you guys work for like what, 8 hours with each other. You guys joke around, you guys bond and stuff like that. But it's weird, as soon as you're outside of work, you guys don't even hang out. You guys don't even talk. The only time you guys ever talk is like, "Yo, you working today?" or "Yo, what's the schedule?" Like, it is kind of weird to think about. But then again, it's weird that you might have that friendship where you guys do bond so close at work, then you guys hang outside of work and you guys become friends. Like, it's just, friendship is one of the weirdest things. Like I said, friendship is one of the weirdest things. First we're going to talk about school friends. It's crazy to me that literally you go from elementary where all you guys are friends. You know what I mean? Like you guys all like play on the playground together. You guys all run around with each other. You guys are in the same classes and stuff like that. You guys talk about the same thing of what happened, where's the teacher at, and stuff like that. You guys just form that bond or whatever, and then you guys hit fifth grade and you're like, oh, what middle school are you going to? Oh, you're going to the same middle school as me. And you're like, you get so excited that that person is gonna go to the same middle school as you. And then you get into middle school and you see all these random people that you never seen before. They all came from different elementaries, and you're like, yo, like what is this? Like, who are you? And then you have that one friend maybe from your elementary where you're like, okay, they're in this class. And then it's crazy, you don't even talk to that person. Then you just become friends with other people from different elementaries as you. And then you hit around 8th grade and you're just like, you find those people that became your friends or whatever. You hang out with them, and then you're just like, yo, you going to the same high school as me. And you do get lucky. And then you enter high school and you're like, okay, we're gonna stick together. And it's like, next thing you know, you start hanging out with other people, and then you form around senior year, and it's like you met so many different people in your life. And I don't know what it's like in college or whatever, because like I didn't go to college. I went for a career path after high school. But I'm sure in college too, you like after your senior year, you talk about, yo, what college are you going to and stuff like that. And I never really asked about people on what they're gonna do after high school and stuff like that, because I knew what I wanted to do, and that was what I wanted to do. I knew other people were taking, college life, or, sometimes once in a while I ask what they were going to plan on do. A lot of people did say military, good for them. I respect people that go in the military. Um, you guys serve our country. Thank you. But back to my story though. So, like I said, I mean, I'm sure you go out to college and then you meet these other people. You start going to parties or whatever, and you form different friendships in college, of course. Also, like I said, in previous videos, I would say middle school was a lot better for me than high school. Middle school was more of I I just felt like I could be more myself, more my goofy self. Where in high school, kids do tend to judge you more and stuff like that, and that's why I really didn't mess with. So I'm sure you didn't really like high school. I'm sure college was better for you. I knew a lot of people that were really smart in high school, and they turns out I looked on their social media, and then they went to a different college. I'm like, oh, you dropped out of that college, okay, or flunked out. But I mean, hey, college ain't for everybody, dude. Like I struggle at my work sometimes, so I'm not one to judge. But like I said, I mean, it's crazy of how you were once you consider 30 people your friends in elementary, and then literally you consider two people your friends in the end of high school. Um, and it's crazy that all my friends really like we all went on different career paths, and that's fine. We're still friends. So like you don't always have to do the same career path as your friends once you leave high school. Um, but like I said, I mean, it's just crazy on how things work. So like I said, I mean, once you hit high school, most people they get high school jobs. I remember I used to work at a fast food place. I met a lot of different people at that place. I formed friendships at that workplace. I remember there was a few times where a few of us tried to hang out outside of work, but it just again that kind of thing just it feels weird when you hang out with people outside of work. It's just so weird. Um, I mean, sometimes maybe it's not. I mean, most of the time you gotta think. Most of the time, your friends at work that you hang outside of work, you already were hanging outside, and then they, got the job, and you're like, yes, let's go. Sometimes I don't trust my friends to work with them, so it's not just them; it's also me. So got that one too. Like I said though, it's weird that you work with these people for hours on hours, but at the same time, once you punch out, you punch out. Like it's weird that you guys be like asking, oh, what did you do this weekend? Oh, what did you do this weekend? It's just weird that you just never like be like, yo, bro, turns out we got the same day off. Like, let's hang out. And I remember too though is like you remember that fun employee that you used to have that you used to just joke around with, then they either get fired or they quit, and you're just like, dang man, this workplace is never gonna be the same. Then a few months fly by and stuff like that, and then you're gonna form another friendship with a coworker. I had that happen to me. I was really close to my coworkers at work, and then they all literally I kid you not like months by month they all just went away, and then there was like five of them, and they all just like disappeared month by month. And I was like, oh, okay. And then next thing you know, I have friends again at work, and I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Like things happen. That's just life. Um, but like I said, I mean, a work friendship is it makes work very fun, and it does suck though when you're like you said your friend either gets fired or quit, or especially when when your boss knows you guys are like friends and stuff like that, so they don't schedule you the same day. Oh, that sucks. Trust me, that happened to me a few times. I remember I was close to this one dude or whatever. I was friends with him and stuff like that because we knew the same people. And then I remember this one manager. He was mad at us. He was always yelling at us for always talking and stuff like that, and always joking around and stuff like that. And then so next thing you know, the boss stopped scheduling us on the same day, and it's like, oh, bro, for real. That does suck too. Like I said, I mean, friendships come and go and stuff like that, and then you form new ones on the way. You stay the same friends with people. I always give people props that have been friends since like say kindergarten or first grade and stuff like that. I'm just thinking, I'm like, how did you do it, bro? Like, how did you guys like stick the same like stayed friends? Like, think about it though, is how much you change over the years and stuff like that, and different stuff you get into, and it's crazy. Either your friend goes the same path, or they go different, or you guys kind of stay friends, but you guys don't hang out as much as you used to. It's weird to think about. I mean, don't get me wrong though. When you do hang out with your coworker outside of work, it is a fun time. It is a really good time, and that especially makes you into a better worker with that worker. You guys have a better connection and stuff like that, a better bond and stuff. Like it definitely does help work when you do hang outside with your coworkers. So don't get me wrong, like it's not always weird and stuff like that. It's probably gonna be weird the first time. Maybe depending on the situation, I don't know. Maybe I just had bad experience, but I also had good experience. So that was a really good thing. I forgot to mention that. Next thing we're gonna talk about is sports. When I was a kid, let's just say I did many sports. I never could figure out what one I really liked. I remember I did hockey and stuff like that, and I remember this kid. He was like younger than me. Probably like a few years younger than me or whatever. And me and him were just like, I remember we were in the I cannot believe we were basically on the benches. I can't believe I forgot what it was called. But we were on the benches, and then I remember there was like teams that had like red jerseys, there was teams that had yellow jerseys, and I was like, oh, that's the ketchup team, and he was like, oh, that's the mustard team, and like we were waiting for our turn or whatever. We were on the same team. I think we were wearing like white jerseys or whatever, and it was like this like little a bunch of mini hockey games going on or whatever, and then of course they like you played for like 10 minutes, then you go on the bench and stuff like that. Oh man, those are some fun Saturdays, honestly. I remember shooting like 7-10 goals and stuff. Like, oh man, those are the days. I did kind of miss that actually. Now I can't skate for crap. No, so but we were waiting for our turn, and we were just like joking around, saying like what team's what team. We were rooting for whatever team and seeing who's gonna shoot, who's gonna make the goal. And that was like, it was weird. Like that was already of a, I'm not gonna say a friendship, but that was just a bond or whatever. Like you just clicked like that. Um, what I mean, I did baseball also. I remember there was people from that knew my family members, because my family's work in schools and stuff like that. So they used to be like, "Oh, tell so and so I said hi," or whatever. Like that's kind of cool that you're already known without you even knowing it. People already know you without even knowing it. I remember that too. I remember people used to, cheer you on or whatever, or get mad at you in sports. That happens too. But those people that do cheer you on and stuff like that, it's kind of cool. Then you guys you'd be like, oh, I got a good teammate. That's really nice to have. I also used to do track for a few years, and I formed some friendships with some track mates or whatever. I remember me and this one kid that we went to middle school with each other, and then we didn't go to the same high school, but he was in track with me in high school, and I remember a few times me and him used to go explore like other schools. I remember freshman year I had this like really good friendship with these two guys in high school or whatever, and me and this one kid, we made that other kid like go dare to go ask out these girls and stuff like that. Notice though, I mean him or like not asking girls out either. So, but yeah, we're making fun of him for getting denied. Now looking back on it, that was pretty cowardly. But it was just a fun time. It was a really good time because I remember also like one time we like climbed on the dugout at some school or whatever, and we like just sat up there and just we're shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say, but it was just dope though, just sitting up there, and it was like just that memory just always just comes to me. Really good memory to me. What's another thing? Friends. Like I said, I mean, say you go to church and stuff like that, and you form that friendship in church, and especially you guys already got something in common. You guys both, believe in the same thing, you guys, and you have something to talk about. And it's really cool too at work, especially like when you get a new job or someone is new at your job and you talk to them, and that's the first thing you can be like, oh, how did you get this job? Oh, where did you work before this? Oh, what was your first ever job and stuff like that? You can just talk about work experience. And like I said, in sports too, you can be like, oh, how long did you do football? How long did you do baseball and stuff like that? Oh, were you always a pitcher? All that. Worst sports experience I would say to me was wrestling. My dad was really a really good wrestler, so I thought it was in my blood, right? Yeah, no, I wasn't so much. I remember my first day of wrestling, I actually slammed someone to the table, and I got a chair, and I slammed someone in the face with the chair because I thought that's how you wrestle, because that's what I watch on TV. No, I'm just playing. That never happened, but that would be a lawsuit. I would say that'd be awesome, but that would be a lawsuit on my parents, so maybe it's a good thing I didn't think that. But I was 12. Give me a break. But hey, guys, this is Real Talk with K.M.B. Like I said, friendships come a long way. I'm glad I did this segment on for you guys, friends and stuff like that, because it was a really good segment talking about best friends, talking about childhood stories. I forgot to mention neighborhood friends. As I mentioned this in my in the previous video, that neighborhood friends, they do come a long way and stuff like that. Like it's just so crazy to me that you're friends with this neighbor, then that neighbor takes you to that neighbor, then you guys are all just like friends and stuff like that. And like I said, once you guys get those license and you guys get to high school, you guys do all separate. Well, not all, but that can happen too. Again, that's part is crazy, but again, you're gonna have you're gonna stay friends with some people. You're gonna make new friends. That's just life. People come and go. Like I said, I said this in plenty of videos. God put people in your life for a blessing and a lesson. But, watch out for fake people, by the way, guys, because this is the last segment of friendship. I'm just going to say this, figure out who your real friends are. All you need is that one real friend. That's the person that you need. But this Real Talk with K.M.B., we out.